What's going on, fellas? So a couple games ago, Paolo did decide just to have a 50-point outbreak. Definitely one of the most slept on first round #1 picks in recent NBA history. The dude's a beast. Because of that, I wanted to put one of my favorite players, Dwight Howard, back in his prime. I threw him on the Orlando Magic for obvious reasons. This man was absolutely unstoppable during his tenure here. Led a very young Magic team to the finals one year. Unfortunately, was not able to get the job done, and he never won a ring while he was in his prime. He did get one later on, though. He does make the All-NBA second team. He is also 26 right now. He also makes the All-Defensive first team. The absolute perfect center for just about any NBA team, but especially for this Orlando Magic squad, considering their starting five is Jalen Suggs, KCP, Franz Paolo, and then you have Dwight, who a great defensive rebounding presence on the court. This also allows Wendell Carter Jr. to come off the bench as a six-man candidate next to Jonathan Isaac, Jet Howard, and Cole Anthony. And they are players still like Tristan Da Silva, Maurice Wagner, Gaga Bitzdale, and Caleb Houston, along with Gary Harris, who are not getting any minutes for us. Paolo did have 22, 8, and 5 this season. Dwight, 23 points, our leading scorer. Also the team in reboundings with a little over 12. Only had 1 assist, but look at the defensive stats, man. 2 steals, 2 blocks, shot over 60% from the field. He did not miss a 3. He wasn't even attempting one a game. That man had to take 1 3 the entire season, and he banged it on him. Jalen Suggs, our starting point guard, did average 13, 4, 4, 2 steals, half a block. Franz had 18 and 5. Off our bench, Wendell Carter Jr. did have 10 and 7. I actually like him on this bench roll a lot. 52% from the field, 44% from 3. It's safe to say he still has a bench slot on this team with those shooting splits, especially at the 5. That is great to see. We do advance to the conference finals here to play Brunson, Mikal, OG, Draymond, and Cat. So they did make a trade for Draymond, and they still have Josh Hart, Precious, Miles Bridge, McBride, and Terrence Mann. So they got Terrence Mann and Draymond Green for who? Beyond me. I don't know how they have formed this roster here. We beat them in 6 games. Dwight Howard takes home Eastern Conference Finals MVP. We do have the second seeded Mavericks. I can just never avoid them in videos. It's just inevitable for me to play them. They're even starting Maxi Kleber, and they still made it to the finals. They also traded for Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes, so their bench did get a little deeper, I would say. But this man at your starting 4 is about to get abused by Paolo. That man is just on one. We lose the first 2 games of the series. Alright, I was wrong. We literally have Dwight and Paolo down there, and we're not abusing that mismatch. I guess Luka, Kyrie, and Klay are just too much. We are getting blown out here. Yikes. Oh my gosh, hold up. The comeback is crazy. The comeback is, we won by 15 after losing the first combined 2 quarters by 13 points. So we do take a game here, which is huge for us. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going alongside Paolo and Dwight down low. We do lose the first 2 quarters. Once again, we also lose the third. We are a 4th quarter team, man. Up by 3. We end up winning this game by 3. Look at the 4th quarter, man. 39-21. My gosh, why are we like the clutchest team in the league right now? Sorry, Kings. We took the title from you. As we finally take quarter 1 in the series. We lose quarter 2, so that's not even that much of a shocker. We also lose the third, and we lose the game, which means we could potentially be facing elimination here. Hopefully that doesn't happen, as it's not looking good so far. We do take the second by 2 points. We also take the third, so we should be fine here. We're up by 4. We're up by 5. We got a little under 30 seconds to go, and we finished out with a 5-point win. We have a 7-game series on our hand here in year 1, so let's just hope for the best here and hope we can just dominate. I'm not expecting much in the first half. This isn't a first half team, as we put up 34 points in the second quarter, so maybe we will win an NBA championship. And there we go. We beat the Mavericks in a 7-game series. Oh my gosh, Dwight just took finals MVP. No idea what he averaged. Really, the only position we can improve on is that starting shooting guard position. I just packaged a ton of players for the 3rd pick. And perfect. This is the exact man I wanted. Dylan Harper, a fantastic 3-and-D player to add to our starting 5, especially next to Jalen Suggs. That is going to be a defensive nightmare for teams in the future. And we still have a ton of team player options here. Let's go ahead and qualify Mac McClung just because he deserves to be on an NBA team, in my opinion. As far as our rotation now, let's see. Cole Anthony can stay. Actually played really good last season with really good shooting splits, so he can come off the bench with, I guess, Wendell Carter Jr., which means we need a shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. Jet Howard, I just don't have time for him to develop. I think he's a great player. I think he has a ton of untapped talent. He just hasn't really been given a chance yet, but we're just going to trade him. I'm pretty sure Jonathan Isaac should be in the more... Where's Jonathan? I probably... Did I trade him? I don't know what happened to Jonathan Isaac, man. He's just not here. I'm going to quickly make this trade for Bobby Portis here. We get another 6 Man of the Year candidate, a fantastic big next to Wendell Carter Jr. coming off the bench. Replaces Jonathan Isaac. Like I said, I don't know what happened to him. We're also going to get rid of Maurice Wagner and then AJ Johnson because we still need a bench. What we have bench center, power forward, and point guard. So we definitely need a wing. It doesn't even matter what type of player. We can use a 3-and-D, a player who can't shoot. I'm honestly just going to take whoever's best available, whoever I think is the best fitting. We have a couple of really good options so far. There's Jonathan Isaac. Okay, he's on the Nets. We included him in that pick. Let's just take Dalton Net, man. I mean, might as well. We have a roster now of Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Dylan Harper, Franz Wagner, Dalton, Bobby Portis, Paolo, Dwight, and Wendell Carter. We're not going to be a 60-win team this year, which is, I don't want to say underwhelming, because we are a high 50-win team, and probably, oh my gosh, dang it, it's the Dwight Howard show now. He won Most Improved Player, averaged 16, 5, and 3 this season. I pretty much knew that was going to happen, but it wasn't going to happen in Orlando. All right, where is Dwight Howard? That man's not even on an All-NBA team now. He's on the All-Defensive First team still, which is good to see, and we are still the first seed in our conference. Paolo did average 22 and 7 this year. Jalen Suggs had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Franz had 18 points. Dylan Harper, as a rookie, averaged 14, 6, 6, a steal, and half a block. Dwight was 17 points, so scoring went down tremendously, but he still averaged 12 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks, but really good field goal percentage. Wendell Carter Jr. off our bench had 7 and 5. Bobby Portis had 9 and 6. Wow, so he literally just did what Wendell Carter did, but just better. Cole Anthony had 10, 3, and 3, and then Dalton had 7 points. What did he shoot from 3? 37%, not too bad. We did the Bucks in the first round here. Really should not be an issue. Sorry, Dwight Howard. We also 4-1 Detroit. Now we are playing the Pacers, who are having some recent struggles to their season so far. James Wiseman has just been getting injured so much since he started. I feel bad for the guy. We really shouldn't have any issues here as, oh my gosh, they blow a 3-1 lead. Paolo does take Eastern Conference Finals MVP this year. Once again, we're playing the Mavericks, who are starting Najee Marshall now. They're also starting Derek Lively this season. And it's pretty much just the same team we played last year, just with a different rotation. It's tied up at 1-1. We do go up 2-1. We're tied up at 2-2. We go up 3-2. And we have a 7-game series on our hand against this Mavericks roster. So I'm not excited for this at all. If any backcourts in the league is going to stop Luka and Kyrie, it's going to be the one that we have formed here in Orlando. We're barely taking these quarters, but we should, we're fine. We win by 13 in an elimination game. We go back-to-back already to start the video, so this is great to see with how my videos have been recently. Dwight Howard does also take another Finals MVP, averaged 19 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. We are going to make one minor change to the roster for this final year. We're getting rid of Dalton and Cole Anthony for a 6-man candidate in Malik Monk, averaged 14 points last year. The reason I'm doing this is because we had the 8th pick in the draft, and we were able to get Caleb Wilson, who's already a 76 overall at 6'10", so him and Malik Monk are the 2 new additions to the roster. It's no surprise that we're back as the first seed for the 3rd time in 3 seasons. Whenever Dwight didn't even have like the most capable roster around him, he had like Jameer Nelson, and that was his 2nd best player, which he wasn't bad by any means, don't get me wrong, but this is the most capable roster he has ever had alongside of him, especially in his prime. We won 70 games this year, and we don't have any All-NBA players unless I'm just tripping. No, we don't. As far as the all-defensive teams go, Dwight makes another one yet again, and we are playing Detroit in the first round here. Let's see, Dylan Harper, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Paolo had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Jalen Suggs had 14 points, 2 steals, and a block. Dwight had 17, 11, over a steal, over 2 blocks. Still shooting around 60% from the field as well. Franz had 18, 5, and 4. Off our bench, Malik had 13. Bobby Portis had 7 and 5. Wendell Carter had 8 and 5. Then our rookie had 9 points, 4 rebounds, almost a block. It's crazy that these guys are only getting 18 minutes a game and still averaging these stats. That is super surprising to see. I do hope we make it to the finals and we don't have to play the Mavericks. We easily advance to the conference finals. We're playing the Hornets, who have LaMelo, Josh Giddey, Brandon Miller, Tobias Harris, and Walker Kessler. They also have Cooper Flag, Mark Williams, Rudy Gobert. This guy, he's really good. I just really cannot pronounce his name. This team is actually stacked. Why Cooper Flag is coming off their bench is beyond me. We're actually going to take this series game by game because that is the toughest Charlotte team I've ever seen. All right, we literally sweep them. And we are finally playing a different team. Whoa, Dylan Harper just took Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Averaged 25, 6, 8 assists, 2 steals, and over a block in his sophomore season. Let's see. We're playing Rob Dillingham, who's averaging 17 and 5. Anthony Edwards, who's averaging 35. So Jalen Suggs and Dylan Harper have their work cut out for them. They also have Jaden McDaniels, Miles Bridges, and Alperine with Mitchell Robinson, Dante DiVincenzo, John Collins, and this guy coming off their bench. Who else do they have? That's pretty much it. David Roddy, I guess, all the way down here to 78. Overall, we do take the first, 2 games of this series. Oh my gosh, we're about to three-peat for the first time in ages on the channel because Dwight Howard is just insane and unstoppable in the modern NBA, especially with the current look of the Orlando Magic. Oh my gosh, wait, low-key, we coming back here because we're a second half team. It's that simple. We're down by 6 here with a minute to go. I'm going to jump in and see if I can get something to happen. Oh my gosh, Francis cutting down, inbound pass from Dwight. Perfect. Dwight has 22 and 9. Pella has 10, 8, and 4. Francis has 19. Dylan Harper doing really nothing now, but as long as he can guard Anthony Edwards, I'm not going to have any concern. Oh my gosh, that pull-up midi was disgusting. He does brick it. We are out on the break. You know who we giving the ball to. You really think Mitchell Robinson is stopping us down here? No, I don't care what kind of defensive monster he is. He is not stopping prime Dwight. The issue right now is we have like not that much three-point shooting. Dwight, come catch this lob, big fella. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's time. This man, Anthony Edwards, just missed a clutch 3. We are bodying this man with an extra 30 pounds. Do it to him, Dwight! We got the mismatch of the century right now. We're tied up. Dwight has the ball against Ant-Man because Ant-Man missed a clutch 3. Oh my gosh, he got a dunk out of that spin? Alright, I low-key wanted there to be a lot less time because I've been gamed before recently. That man, who was it, bro? Somebody hit a, hash game-winning 3 against me a couple videos ago. It was Ace Bailey. That man ball gamed me. No OT, no nothing, alright? We got to get a stop here against Anthony Edwards and Rob Dillingham, 2 of the better offensive players in the league. That pull-up mid-range is disgusting. Get the board! Alright, we should come out on top. We're going to be up by 4 after these clutch free throws. As he takes another Finals MVP, averaged 22 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. This man completely filled up the stat sheet. In his 3 seasons, he went from 23 points to averaging about 17, with constantly 11 rebounds over a steal and pretty much 2 blocks while shooting almost 60% from the field each time. We were able to add 3 Finals MVPs to his name, 3 more NBA championships, 3 more All-Star appearances, a second-team All-NBA as well. So he really just did everything you could imagine him and everything you could ask him for in the modern NBA. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all with the next video.